So, you know, hey girl. I think it might be the area where you at in your home because you're frozen right now. Move around in your house for me. But sometimes, we didn't stop and take the time and say, Mama, how are you doing today? Or, we didn't think about that. So I want us to most definitely to be mindful if your parent has lost a child, to check on them, to make sure that somebody walking in my backyard. Honey, who's that? To make sure, okay, Erica, let me do it one more time. You might need to move around your house. It might be your reception. You're on here, Erica. I can see you. There you go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Wait a minute, somebody walking in my backyard. Hold on. Oh, they want. Okay, honey, I gotta make sure you gotta watch and pray.
Right.
But good morning, Erica. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good morning.
Tell everybody good morning.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. If y'all can hear us, send us some stars, some thumbs up. Let us know that you can hear us. But Erica, one thing I always like to do before I start my show, I give everybody their flowers. And so one thing I want to tell you, I have always admired your hustle, your motherhood, how when you would be at VI when your babies was little and they always had on clean clothes and name brand stuff, but you didn't care if you had to catch the bus to bring your kids to church. You made sure you brought your kids to church by yourself. And so I truly admire you for that. I also admire you for always being transparent. They're going to get you. You are who you are. You are you at church. You are you at home. You are you at the funeral. You're going to be you. And you're going to be you. And I love people like that because you know what you're going to get when you're in their presence.
Right.
I don't do well with people. I don't want to have to figure out what kind of mood they're going to be in today. So I just want to let you know, I love you. I appreciate you. I have always admired you. And so I'm just excited to have you here today on the lab.
Well, thank you so much. And I really appreciate those words. They go a long way, even though my kids are grown now. And when people come to me, such as what you just said to me, and they still remember, 20 years later, the impact, watching me with my children. I really appreciate those words. The struggle was real.
Right. Well, you know what? And you know what? You didn't make it look like a struggle. And sometimes that's what I love about people, because people think we got it all together, and it's like, honey, no, you have no clue what's really going on. But hey, I'm gonna make it look like it's all together, but we know God knows.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So
you
have something to say?
I said, woo. Yeah.
So today I want to most definitely, let people know this is a sensitive, topic. It's a real topic. Grief is real. I think grief is ongoing. I don't know if it ever, stops. Sometimes I was telling I lost my brother in 2020, and sometimes we could be talking, we talk about, and the tears just fall. And you think, oh my God, it's been 4 years, but I think it is a continual thing. So before we get on the loss of Makara, I want you to tell the people a little bit. Okay, I'm like, who is this man in my backyard? I want you to tell the people a little bit about Makara so they can kind of know about her before we, discuss about all your children, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I have 4 children. And 13 grandchildren now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
13
I
of
have,
them. Jesus.
yes, I have 4 children and 13 grandchildren now.
Hmm.
Um, but I have 4 children, ages 31. Makara would have been 30. Montel is 28 and Mercedes is 27.
Okay.
Um, 2 boys, 2 girls. The American dream
Hmm.
stopped.
Right. Yeah.
All I needed, and
Yeah.
I needed the number, and that was it.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
um, Makara, a little bit about Makara. Makara was always a smart girl. She was very smart,
Hmm.
um, very pretty. She was my twin.
Yeah.
She was my twin,
Yeah, she
like
was. She was. She
my
was.
twin,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so she was a very smart girl. Um, yeah, she was sneaky. She was sneaky, like any other child,
Yeah.
sneaky. She had a little sneaky ways, but she was very smart. She she was the mama when I
Hmm.
was not able to be at home, due to me working because I worked a lot,
Hmm. Hmm.
so she ran the house. When growing up, when your parents had to work, you always had to have one child that was
Hmm.
capable enough to make sure things got done in the household.
Yeah.
And so they turn out to be the mimic of the parent.
Ooh,
And
that's
she was the mimic.
okay.
So she knew exactly like the time, like they could be sitting all day long. Like the guy
Hmm.
went out of school at 3, and she knew I get off at 7. She knew how long it takes to clean up. She knew, she
Right.
knew like, hey, we gonna chill for this long. We're gonna do this for this. She always had a plan. Her
Okay. Okay.
plans. It was always a plan. And
Hmm.
so she knew like, hey, 6 o'clock, y'all, mama get off at 7. We're gonna get up, we're gonna do this, y'all gonna do this. She always knew exactly what to do.
Okay.
She was a braver,
Okay.
um, she was the go-getter.
Okay.
Um she she was always brilliant. She was the mastermind. She was
Okay.
the one that could keep her siblings together.
Okay.
She
Okay.
was the go-to. She was
Hmm.
the one that if they got off track, they'll run to her and they spill it all on her and she put it back together.
Okay.
Um, because she was the mother.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When I was not able to be around. You know,
So,
um,
so now how many kids does Makar have?
Makara has 4 children,
Okay, Makar
and
has four
she
kids.
has 2 girls and 2 boys.
And wow. Now that's your kid for real.
Yeah, she had 2 girls and 2 boys. Yeah.
Okay, so now Makara, yeah, she was most definitely your twin. And I remember when we did the brunch and how when she came in, her energy just shifted the whole room. And
Yeah.
so it was so good to see them grown. So it was different to see them as young women now when you see them as babies. So the hard conversation. Was it September 2nd?
It was September the 1st.
The first?
I
Okay.
I say I say September the 1st. The hospital say September the 2nd.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you know
Okay.
what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I came to the hospital on the 2nd, but because that's Destiny's
That's
birthday.
their birthday. Yeah.
And I will also have to tell you that was my first time in my life ever being in the room when someone has transitioned and the doctors hadn't removed them, or everybody just really get to come. So that was my first experience. I will never ever forget that. I remember I had texted you and you was like, I'm at the hospital or whatever. And I was like, Nathan, you was like, yeah, just get here. And I was like, okay, I was like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus,
And
Jesus.
and you know what? I don't even remember talking to people. Half of the people I don't remember talking to people. Half of the time, like 2 years later, I'm gonna say a year later or 6 months later, you don't even be remembering who you talk to. You don't
Mm-hmm.
remember who you seen. You don't
Yeah.
remember half the messages that you read. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
don't remember nothing. You be like, how did that person get there? How did, how did that person get there? They'd be like, do you remember talking to me? And I'm like, nah. Like, you
No.
was
Yeah.
in a whole different state of mind. You was in a whole different dimension.
As you should be. So do you want to share like on what happened, how you got the call, or do you just really want to talk on like how to navigate grief? I want to respect,
Oh, we can talk.
okay, I
I'm
want to
good.
respect your feelings and where you're at with it. So kind of give the people a little bit. First of all, everybody, thank you all so much for tuning in. I see your names popping up, but I'm a little ways away.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, because my grandson had just called me, so I'm trying to see if you guys can still hear me.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. So tell us a little bit about what happened, how you got the call, kind of go in so they can kind of understand a little bit about that.
Okay, so let me before I go into that, so they
Okay.
can understand
Okay.
how things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you first, how long is this?
I normally do about an hour. So
Okay,
that's why
cool.
I'm kind of like
Okay,
do like boom, boom, boom,
okay,
boom.
okay. So Makara,
Mm-hmm.
she went through she lost her father at the age of 12.
Okay.
And her dad was her everything.
Okay.
He was her everything. He was like, my daddy's, like, how you are with your daddy.
I was going to say, girl, my daddy, my everything.
My everything.
My
I don't
everything.
I see no wrong in him, Mama. I don't care how you feel
No.
about him.
Oh, no wrong.
It's how I feel about him.
Okay. Yeah.
It would be times that I would go and I used to do a little thing called phone check. And in this
Mm-hmm.
moment time, I would come and I say, okay, phone check time. And that means I would snatch your phone and I would go through your phone. You never know when I'm gonna come and do it.
That's
Which
good.
some parents
That's good.
should do that now.
Now,
You never
yeah.
know when I'm coming.
Yeah.
So I
That's
would
good.
grab okay, phone check. I don't give them no time to do erasing, none of that.
Yes, that's good.
So
That's
I
good.
would grab a phone and I would just look. Her daddy talking about each other, talking about each other mamas and everything. So like, what they talking about each other mama? He talking about me.
Uh-huh.
She talking about his mama.
Wow.
So
Cute.
I called. I was like, hey, why they talking about each other mamas? And he's like,
Mhm.
no, Eric, that's just me and her. That's just what we do. Well, that's our relationship. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay, well, whatever. Let me just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mhm.
So um
So that was a big loss
that
for
was that was the relationship they had. They had just that relationship.
her.
He
Mhm.
came to my house on Easter, on
Okay.
Easter year. He came to my house, and we had Easter with him. My family hadn't seen him in a long time,
Mhm.
and it was good. It was a good Easter. He went through my house and he came to me. He's like, Erica, I just wanted to just tell you, you always been a good mother. I knew I had children by a wonderful mother, a person that I knew that was going to take care of my kids, and I appreciate everything you've done for my children, things like that.
Mhm.
And at this time, I was going to VI.
Okay.
And we had went to Bible study that night,
Mhm.
and we was up to Brenda's house, and he had called because he was gonna keep the kids,
Mhm.
and he had talked to the children that night, and I said, okay, well, we can go to Bible study, and so we left and came to VI for Bible study,
Mhm.
and that night after we came for Bible study, his wife had gave me a call like 12 midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and had told me I need to get to the hospital, that they don't think he was going to make it.
Mm.
So as I was going down the interstate of Bradley Parkway, I called my mama, I was crying. I said, Mama, I don't think Big Michael gonna make it. I feel like he didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And as I approached the hospital, his sister came to me and she was like, Arica, he didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit there and I sit at his head and I sit there and I promised him a lot of things. I promised him that I was gonna make sure his kids graduated. Whatever it took in me, I was gonna make sure that they was gonna graduate. I knew you said that, Makara's gonna probably have a lot of kids like me, which I can't control that,
Right.
which she did. She had 4 kids like I did.
Right.
And I told him, I said, but one thing I will promise you is that your kids will graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I will make that promise, and I said, I do all I can.
Mm-hmm.
And that I did.
Yeah.
Makara had a hard time with her dad passing, just having to be the mother to go and have to tell your kids that their daddy is gone.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard
That was hard.
enough. It was hard.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a financial father, but
Mm-hmm.
anytime I called him to come and discipline or be there for them, like show up, he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come and get them? Because I need a break.
Yeah.
He was there because breaks matter. He was
So after
there.
so after the loss, I want to kind of make sure we get on because I told you like an hour. So after the loss of him, how did that like start impacting Makara?
So Makara ended up getting pregnant at
Okay.
14 years old.
Oh, that was her first child.
Her first child.
Okay,
But
her first child.
I
Okay.
could not take care of another child. I just lost a father and I couldn't take care of another child.
Yeah.
So I ended up having her an abortion.
Okay.
I had a couple of family members, well, my auntie and her auntie, they gave me the money to have her an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that played a mental part on her.
Okay. Okay.
No. So she just went on through her life, with resentment towards
Okay.
the fact that I had aborted a child of hers.
Okay.
So, I'm just a mother working, 16, I'm a mother working young, trying to provide for the kids that's already in my household. So, anywho, Makara ended up getting pregnant again in her senior year, but she had a child, and she went on to graduate. She walked east. She graduated, honors, and all of that.
Good.
So as she got grown, she turned to drugs. Was her choice to deal with the issues of her father passing, the issues of that I aborted her child.
Just
It's just life, and I still I'm still working, not knowing, that these are the things that was bothering her, because me and her had such a great relationship. Those are the things that she talked to me about her dad, but she never talked to me about the abortion of her child, the first one.
Yeah.
So that's when she just started, like having kids.
Okay.
Okay. Then she got married. I moved to Memphis. She got married, so she started doing drugs a little more harder, and she tried to keep him away from me, and I knew, I knew, and I try to talk to her a lot of times, but trying to talk to someone on drugs that's not accepting those things is kind of hard, and especially when they're grown.
Yes.
Because
oh my God, that's a whole different. That's a topic I need to talk to you about. That's a whole different topic because I'm learning so many people are going through with their adult children with these drugs out here, and that's oh my God, we need to have a round table for that one. So the night that you got the call,
it was the day.
the day. Okay, you got a call during the day. Okay, the day
So
you got the
leading up
call.
to the phone call, well,
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing Makara every day. Every
Okay.
day I was going to her job every day.
Okay.
So the day I had just left her job, from seeing her, hugging her, my cousin Danielle gave her a gift card for her kids,
Mm-hmm.
school clothes. I gave her a hug. We was laughing. I walked away from her,
Mm-hmm.
went to go clean up one of my Airbnbs. Um, she I was talking to her brother, Montel, and we
Mm-hmm.
was talking about her. He
Mm-hmm.
was like, Mama, I don't know what we gonna do. Some tragic gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Either her kids gonna get taken away from her, because it was like different
It's
scenarios that was
happening.
going on,
Okay.
happening,
Mm-hmm.
where she was going to mental health co-op. I had to get her
Okay.
kids. She was
Okay.
doing different things. It was just
Okay.
a lot of things going on.
A lot of signs
So at this
going
very
on.
moment, we was talking on the phone. And he's like, Mama,
Mm-hmm.
either, you don't have to get her kids, or, she gonna die. Because she had already had an overdose in March
Oh,
when I
okay.
came back from Pensacola,
Okay.
you know. So she had already had an overdose in March.
Okay.
And she had already had told Montel that she seen her dad and that she wanted
Mm-hmm.
to go be with her daddy. She didn't want to
Oh.
live here no more.
Okay. Wow.
So me and her had already had a talk,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me everything. Brandi, she told me everything, how everything was gonna pan out.
Mm.
I said, when she had the overdose in March, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Makara, I need to go and get life insurance on you. And she was
Yeah.
like, Mama, you don't need no life insurance on me. I'm not doing it. And I said, yes, I do, Makara. I said, because you talking about you don't want to live no more, and you already had an overdose. So I need to get a life insurance on you. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
Mama, because you got enough friends, you know people, and they're gonna pay for
Yeah. No, but
for
yeah.
my funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And
No.
I said, Makara, these people not finna pay for your funeral. Makara, I need to get life insurance on you. Makara, Mama, man, you well known. This is how she talks. Mama, you well known. People love you. And they gonna make sure you straight. You good.
Yeah, but yeah, that's. I mean, I hear all
And
of that, but
I
we
was
want people
like,
to know insurance is necessary.
no, I need you to sign papers for insurance. I'm not doing that.
So did
Listen,
she end up doing it or not? No.
she
Wow.
she said, listen to me. She said, and red is my favorite color. And I said, well, Makara, but what about your kids? Give them to their daddies. That's what they got daddies for. They had a
Mm.
mama and a daddy.
So
And
she
she
kind
was
of
like,
knew.
yeah,
She was prepared.
she said, they got a mama and a daddy. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, so she sit on the side of me talking. And I was like, what is this girl saying to me? And so
So
I said, Makara,
so in that moment, because we got 30 minutes, we got to get
yeah.
you.
So I said, Makara, it doesn't work like that. I'm talking woo woo. So I'm going on, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
that day, me and Montel was talking, and Montel was telling me, something tragic was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
She called as me and Montel was talking, and she said, Mama, some is going on. Some is wrong. And I said, what's wrong? And so she said, something's wrong, Mama, something wrong. I said, Makara, aren't you at work? Yeah, I'm at work, but something ain't right. And I said, Makara, go to work. I'm at work, you go to work. Hung up. She called back again. Mama, you ain't understanding me. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I said, Makara, go to work. You are fine. Please just go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Hung up. About 45 minutes later, no, I got ready to leave from my Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
And my car was running the whole 2 hours that I was in the Airbnb.
Wow.
So I get in my car and I go to the gas station. As I'm going to the window to pay for my gas, I get a phone call from her again.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, it's her and my grandkids. And they
Mm-hmm.
all are screaming and yelling and hollering. And she was like, Mama, Mama, please get to me. Get to me now, Mama. Mama, please come. I'm come, Mama. I said, what is going on? What are you doing? What's going on? What are you doing now?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, whatever. Let me call my mama. So I called mama. Mama, where you at? Mama said, I just left. She was fine when I left. And so I was like, okay. I said, well, she not fine now.
Mm-hmm.
So, anywho, I said, Mama, I'm too far off. Can you get back over there? So I said, let me get this gas in my car. I'm on my way. So I'm going every route I can get. It's during traffic time.
Mm-hmm.
So as I approach, I got there at the same time the ambulance got there. She was down on her knees, and she was her head was down.
Mm-hmm.
So when I walked up and I just looked, I got that mother feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't focus on nothing else. This is it. I said, my grandkids over there hooping and hollering and yelling, and I was like, I can't focus on what's going on. And so I'm trying to tell the police and the police what I know. And they was being obnoxious and things. And so, mother instincts kicked in, and I'm going off on the police because, like, you need to move.
Right now.
So, like, for real.
Yeah.
Because I'm about ready. I don't care who you are. I take a charge, whatever,
Yeah.
So I was like, Arica, it's nothing else you could do. You got to get over to these grandkids because they're yelling.
Yeah.
And so when they flipped Makara over, I really looked at her.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, it's over.
Jesus.
It's nothing else you can do.
And how old was she?
Huh?
How old was she? 20 what?
Makara was 28.
28.
And I said, it's over. It's nothing else you could do, Arica. Let them take her on, and you need to get over to those kids. That is your concern.
Mm-hmm.
So I got over to my grandkids, and I held it together for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in, I got them together, and I let them take her on. I didn't hear no sirens.
So yeah, because if
knew.
they don't do that,
I remember that. I didn't hear no sirens. I didn't hear nothing.
So let me ask you this. I remember, and you might not remember, but I remember at the hospital, it was a gospel song y'all kept playing in the room. So how did your faith and your family, how did that help you after the loss of your daughter, of Makara? How did that play a role in your sanity?
Because when I went to the hospital, and when they finally let me back there with her, and I seen all the tools and things and down her throat, and they told me she was on life support, I immediately left out, and I went over into I went all the way over into the outside, all the way just away from everybody, and I stood there by myself, and I surrendered to God immediately. I immediately surrendered my whole life. Like, I gave God my whole life.
Yeah.
All of my sins.
Yeah. Girl, stop. Yeah.
I stood there and I gave God all my sins.
Yeah.
I surrendered I surrendered me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, God, I surrender my whole life to you.
Yeah.
And whatever that you got planned for my life at this moment, I surrender my life to you. Because I know that I'm going to have to lean on you. And I surrendered. And I stood there and I just threw my hands up and I said, I surrender. And I need you to do it for me right now. And I'm going to do whatever that you ask me to do, whatever I got to do to change my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it right now at this moment. And I'm ready for whatever you have for my life. It's not about, because you got Makara.
Yeah.
You done took away
Yeah.
from me. So
Yeah.
whatever you
Yeah.
have for my life at this
Yeah.
moment, whatever I gotta go through, whatever you gotta take away from me, for me to get my life together, I
Mm-hmm.
surrender to you right now. And I
Yes.
want you to do it in my life right now. So whatever I gotta go through, whatever I gotta let go, whatever people I gotta let go, whatever
Yeah.
places I gotta stay away from out of, whatever
Yeah.
you have for me, God, I surrender.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was about
Yeah.
me at this moment.
Yeah. And I'm
And when I got through surrendering,
mm-hmm.
I said, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
I got this. Because I got to be
Yes.
strong for my other kids. And I got to be strong for my grandkids. And I got to be strong for myself.
Yeah.
And I got to be this living testimony for
Mm-hmm.
others.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
God is getting ready to do a mighty thing in my life.
Yes. 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 And he gave you strength in that moment.
And in
'Cause
that moment, He gave me strength. He gave
mm-hmm.
me power. He
Mm-hmm.
stretched me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm
And
talking
even
about
when
all type of stones was thrown at me
mm,
during the time, all type of stones that people
yeah.
thought I was doing. Y'all just didn't know God was working on me. And He's
Mm-hmm.
working on me now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tell people, when you take a loss in your life,
Mm-hmm.
it's not stop. You can't worry about the loss that you took. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta worry about you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna gain in
Yeah.
the loss that you took?
Mm-hmm.
I had to change me
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
it was about me at that moment.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, I took something from you because I wanted you. And
Mm.
in order for me to get you, it's something I had to do
Mm. It was necessary.
because she gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm. She already all right.
She
Yeah.
already all right. She's healed. All those
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the mental things that
Yeah.
she was going through in her life, she ain't going
Yeah.
through that no more. She
Mm.
already came to me as a
Mm-hmm.
new creature. She said, "Mama, I'm all right. Mama,
Mm-hmm.
go on, Mama. I'm straight." Now, I used to see her in my dreams, and I would get up and I would cry. But now, when I see her in my dreams, she makes me laugh. I laugh. Now
Mm.
she talks to me. We laugh.
Mm. That's beautiful.
So
That's beautiful.
at that moment, Brandi, I surrendered
I
all.
I cannot remember the song, but I'm a witness. At the hospital, y'all was playing a gospel song.
I,
I
I
forgot which
can't
one it
recall
was.
what it was.
I can't recall what it was, but I know y'all was playing the music, and honey, we was all just boo-hooing. But even in that moment, you knew where your help came from. You knew where your strength, because you go sometimes people might be there, and it was like, oh no, honey, we finna worship, and she was laying over there, and like you said, honey, she was gone. But y'all began to play gospel music in the hospital room, and
Yeah.
so and just the love and support that you had in that moment, I know it was a most definite beautiful thing. So now, what I want to talk about, how did you navigate with your other children with the loss of a sibling? Because it's hard on the siblings too, because they know this person
They,
their whole life.
you know what? My kids, they still suffer through it,
Mm-hmm.
and I expect that,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the one who surrendered.
Okay. Okay.
It was me, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and they still suffer through it.
Okay.
My son, Michael, that
Mm-hmm.
was his crutch, you know,
Yeah.
and I just, it's hard for them. It's really hard
Okay.
for them. Mercedes, that was her sister, only
Yeah.
sister that she has,
Yeah.
and she leans on me a whole lot. Cause it's
Yeah.
like, Mama, you look just like my sister, or Mama,
Yeah.
and I'm on the phone with her, Mama, you breathe just like my sister breathe on the phone, or you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
or you, Mama, you're my sister twin, Mama. And it's like she just stays like she crowds me out, you know. And
Okay.
I'd be like, oh my God, you cry me out so bad.
So
But
did they go to any counseling? Do they believe in counseling?
they believe in counseling, and I just kind of let them, because you know we all live in different households.
Yeah.
So I,
Hmm.
you know, I don't know. I am in therapy now.
Okay, good.
So
Good.
I have to be the one who leads the way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
eventually, once they see me leading the way,
Hmm.
you know, they might start, you know, going to counseling. But I kind of let them do things the way they do things, because my son lost his brother 3 months later.
Okay. Oh,
You
it's a
know,
lot. That's a
so
lot.
that was a lot
Yeah.
for him. So I kind of, you know, let them do how they do, you know, and we, you know, they talk, but I still try to keep it together.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they looking at me, they watching
Mhm.
me.
And you know what? Sometimes we are the only truth and light that some people see is through our life.
Yeah.
I'm like that. Mackenzie, because she'll be 23 this month, so I'm not gonna wake her up and say, "Get up and go to church." I'm not gonna, she grown, but she see me going out of here every
Yeah.
Sunday. So sometimes, when she's getting dressed, she get dressed to gospel music. Sometimes she get dressed to rap music. But then sometimes she'll come, Mama, I want to learn how to shout, or Mama, let's shout. And so,
Hmm.
it's like you said, we have to be the examples.
I'm just the
We're not
example.
perfect.
Yeah.
We're not perfect, but I have to let her know all this is because of God.
Yeah. I
It is no
send them.
business of my own.
Yeah. I like the guy that I listen to, the new preacher that I listen to, Dr. Darius
I
Daniels,
love him.
out of
Love him. I watch his Bible class and Sunday. Love him. Yeah, he's amazing.
he's a powerful man.
He is. He
So,
is.
you
He
know,
is.
I've led them to him, you
Okay.
know. So I do things like that. They hear me
Hmm.
talk, you know,
Hmm.
they know that
Yeah.
I am the example. You know,
Hmm.
they see my change. I don't smoke
Okay.
marijuana anymore. I don't drink
Mm.
anymore. You know,
Wow.
they see. They're watching me.
Oh, Erica, I love that. That's beautiful. Well, you always have pretty skin even when you smoke weed, but
Thank you. So
but yeah, it's a glow.
yeah,
That is so beautiful.
they
That's
still
beautiful.
watching me show up. So if they keep watching
Mm-hmm.
me show up, guess what they're gonna keep doing?
Showing up.
Showing up. No
Yeah.
matter, I can't tell them how to grieve. I can't tell them how to
Mm-hmm.
feel, because
Yeah.
we had a different relationship. I was her mother. They
Mother.
was her
Yeah.
sister. They were
Yeah.
siblings. They spent more time with each other than I did. Just because I
Mm-hmm.
was her mama don't mean I spent a lot of time with her. They
Okay.
spent a lot of time because they was in the household with each other. They
Yeah.
went to school with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't tell my kids how to grieve about their sibling, and I wouldn't dare try to tell them.
Yeah,
You know,
that's beautiful.
so
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
beautiful.
can't. I just let them do how they do. You know, but I
Mm-hmm.
try to, you know, keep things together, like we do Christmas Eve
Okay.
together. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Thanksgiving is a big thing for me because Makara loves Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
I do Thanksgiving, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to keep us together, because that was her thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's all I know how to do,
Right.
is is to keep us together that type of way. She has an urn because she was cremated, and
Okay.
then again when I told y'all what she said my friends was gonna do, they
Mm-hmm.
did it.
They did. Wow.
What color she told me to do, I
We
did
did.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly how she told me everything was gonna pan out, it did it. When
Yeah.
she told me the daddy was gonna get the kids, they did it. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she already had her stuff set up. So if she has an urn, she was cremated. So, you know, I sent her urn with her siblings, you
Okay.
know, her urn goes with her siblings and the grandkids and the nieces and the nephews. They know what their urn is. That's their TT. They be getting mad. You finna take my TT home? You know, yeah, she gotta go home. Please don't take my TT home. You know, let her stay here. And, you know, they know this is and some of her remains, her ashes are in here. So we have necklaces we carry around. She go on trips. She done been to Los Angeles. She done been to Texas. She done been to Florida. She goes on planes. She goes. She travels, baby.
So being a mother in this situation, because it's so many people that I feel like the children are going before the parents now. It's crazy how many parents are losing their children. So what are some encouraging words, or how would you speak to if a mother or father were asking you, you know, a question like, is this pain ever going to stop, or how did you do it? What is some encouraging words you would give them? Because this is a hard season. This is, you know, holiday season is a lot of time. They say this is the highest rate for suicide this time of the year because people don't like the heaviness and the grief. So what is some words of encouragement that you could give people?
The words of encouragement I like to give people is God first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God first.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look for people.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna let you down. The ones you think gonna be there for you are not.
My God.
And I have always put God first.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get up, I put God in my soul.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a word.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a word going, and I listen to a
Mm-hmm.
word coming.
Yes, yes.
And I'm telling you, put God in your soul, put God in your spirit. He is your strength.
Yes, he is. Yes,
He is your strength. He is the
yes,
only one.
Mm-hmm.
He said, lean unto me,
Yes,
and he
yes.
will direct your path.
Okay. Yes, he will.
Because
Yes, he
he's the
will.
only one going to direct your path.
My God. Mm-hmm.
You got to stop crying to these friends. You got to stop crying to, they hear you, but they cannot feel what you're going through. So you have to get you a friendship. Become God's friend.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
he's a friend indeed.
Ooh, girl, you better preach.
He won't forsake you. He won't leave you.
Yes.
And when you think that you are alone, and when you think you down, he's gonna give you a word that is gonna lift you. He is gonna stretch you.
Yes, he will.
And he's gonna let you know that what you were going through, you may weep right now. But it's gonna be joy in a minute.
Yes.
Because you could be crying right now. And he can give you something that's gonna make, not in the morning. He don't make it, ain't no more in the morning.
Right.
Y'all be waiting to get joy in the morning. No, baby, he gives you joy right now.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's up to you when you want that joy. And I declare joy right now.
Yes.
I don't declare my joy in the morning.
Yeah.
I declare my joy in a second. I declare my joy in a minute. And I tell joy, I don't look for happiness out of people. I look for joy out of me.
Yes. Yes.
And only God can take you and rock you. Only God can comfort you. Only God can tell you where your next journey is going. Only God can tell you where you're going. Only God can give you that sweet whispering spirit that you want to hear, that when your soul is hurting, he could say something and you'll be like,
you know what? He'll give you that. He'll give you his peace. And his peace surpasses all understanding.
All understanding.
Some people might not understand.
Scientists is flaring.
Yes. Some people might not understand. How is she sitting here talking strong? And how is she? Because he said he will be our strength in our weakness. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to somebody this week, and they've been going through a crazy season. And as they began to talk, they said, you know what my song is? I must tell Jesus. I said, hey, I said, oh my God, I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I
All my
cannot carry
trials.
these burdens alone. And so I said, you know what? Get you a song. That's another thing.
Yep.
I know I haven't, I know when I lost my brother Billy, I made it a point not to drink, to go through that thing sober, because I knew I had lost somebody before, and no, my friend had lost his brother, and we drunk through the pain. But when I lost my brother, my ex, not my friend, my ex, when he lost his brother, we drunk and partied and stuff. But then when I lost my brother, we made it a point not to drink anything, but I had gospel songs,
Yeah.
to help my mind, to
Yep.
help me understand it. And
Yep.
so I agree with you when you say Jesus.
It's
He
Jesus.
tell us put no confidence in flesh.
No.
People are going to let us down.
No.
Don't do it, because I'll never forget when Billy passed. Like when it first happened, oh, everybody's calling, everybody's coming to check on you. But as soon as his funeral was over, the next day, I'll never forget my mom said, I thought I was doing okay, but I guess now I'm really dealing with all the calls has stopped. I mean, the day after his funeral, we might have had 2 or 3 people, and I was living at home at the time, so I seen it. The calls stopped, the visitation stopped. So you cannot put your confidence in flesh during a time like that. So I know I've been seeing you doing a lot of speaking engagements lately. Do you feel like a part of this has been a part of your testimony, a part of your journey? Is it helping you heal, or how is it like changed you?
When I told you that I stood there and I gave God me,
Mm-hmm.
God is doing something in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm allowing Him to do. I have a calling on my life,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm waiting patiently
Mm-hmm.
for that call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought it was cleaning. I can
Mm-hmm.
clean.
Now, girl, that don't play every day, y'all. Now, she can't clean, and she'll send her people to clean for you. That is part of your calling, girl. That's still a gift.
Look, I thought it was cooking.
You there, you
Look,
cook.
look, I thought it was all of that, but God said, I have something I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And He said, can nobody do it but you, because I done took you through.
My
And when
God.
you stood there and you surrendered you to me, and you
Mm-hmm.
and you have went through your 2 years,
Wow.
and I'm cleansing you. It's
My
going to be
God.
taking me through a cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be clean in 6 months, in
Wow.
February,
2 years.
February the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So He's taking me through a cleansing. He's
Mm-hmm.
getting me prepared
Mm-hmm.
for my calling.
Yes,
And I'm going to step in my purpose.
I love it. And you know what I love about it, because people that know you know, I love when God uses people like us. I say us. I tell people know me from all walks of life. I got people that knew me from the streets. I got them that knew me from church, from work, from all type of stuff.
Right.
But in spite of me, God still uses me to be able to. I get messages from people all the time like, Brandi, thank you for telling your story, or thank you for doing this, or thank you. And I'm like, God, that things that I was ashamed of, things that I tried to hide. Now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the only girl in my family been to jail, been on papers, been on papers, on probation for 2 years. But you know that it makes me who I am, and so I'm able to connect to different people. Because I'm not knocking anybody who's lived a squeaky clean life. I'm not knocking that. But I like connecting with people who haven't, and let them know, in spite of, God can still use you.
He still use you.
I didn't have a degree. The radio station was like, Brandi, your personality, we're going to teach you how to use the equipment. Here I am on the radio for 2 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Just because God opened up a door
Right.
for me, and it was a desire of my heart.
Right.
So I'm glad that you're able to now, people who know you in your former life,
Right.
see the change. They watching you. They might
They
not
watch
like
you.
your post. They might not share it. They might not ever compliment you or
Right.
contact you, but I promise you, they're watching you.
They're watching.
They're watching, and eventually they're gonna be like, who is she serving? Who is the
Right.
God that she's serving that's really done
I
changed
serve
her?
a mighty one.
A
I
mighty
serve a
God.
mighty. I
Yes,
serve a
yes,
mighty one. And I
yes.
got to tell him, I said, like I say, from the hustle, from the
Mm-hmm.
trenches to
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I found in Jesus a friend indeed. You
Yes, yes.
know, and he has been wonderful in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Even through my trials, through my tribulations, even through my losses, he has been a friend, and I will not turn my back on him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I still love him. I love him,
Yeah, yeah.
because even when I lost my daughter, he sent me to my job to pour
Mm-hmm.
into others.
Mm-hmm.
And I work in a mental health rehabilitation housing,
Mm.
and I deal with people who has been on drugs.
Okay. Wow.
See how God did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I deal with people who has lost brothers, mothers,
Mm-hmm.
fathers, have no family. You know,
Wow.
I just left from our Christmas party. I did it early, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a promotion, and today
Oh.
was my last full week in one of my houses. So today was my last day I spent with them this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so God is elevating me in my life,
Yeah.
and I have left something with them, you know, and I'm rehabbing
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
to betterness. You
Awesome.
know,
Yeah. I love that.
I've
Mm-hmm.
had I've had them come in not walking, in
Mm-hmm.
wheelchairs to walking.
Oh, come on, healing hands. Mm-hmm. Come on, healing. Yeah.
You know, I've had them coming in with, behavior issues, to knowing how to, talk, and knowing how to,
Yeah.
behave. And,
Mm-hmm.
God is dealing with me on different levels in my life, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to be the loudest person no more, because he got me
Yeah.
somewhere else doing
Mm-hmm.
things, you know. And so I enjoy what I'm doing, and I love God for what he's doing in my life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I love him, and I love my life, you
Oh,
know,
I'm so happy for you.
and I tell people, like, how she love her life and her daughter gone. And I
Mm-hmm.
asked God that too. I said, God, how you gonna give me, how I'm gonna be happy? How I'm gonna have joy and you don't take my child away from me? How? But when she
Mm-hmm.
come in my dreams, and she
Mm-hmm.
does things in my dreams, and I wake up and I be laughing.
Mm-hmm.
She got me laughing. And I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you the dreams, and I be
Mm-hmm.
laughing. And
Yeah.
I go and I tell, Mom, don't you know Makara did this in my dream? I say, don't you know Makara did this in my dream? That girl is so crazy. And I be laughing.
Right. Well, he said we're gonna sow in tears but reap in joy.
And
So
I said,
that's a part of it.
well, you know what? I can't say that, because she had me laughing in my dreams, you
Uh-huh.
know.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this is, these are the things that, he said, don't ask me no questions. I didn't ask you a question. I just said, how? So you're going to
Mm-hmm.
show me how. He's
Mm-hmm.
showing me how, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I thank him for showing
Yeah.
me how. And when you showed me how, I had my eyes open. I had my eyes open. I had my ears listening, and I
Mm-hmm.
seen what you was trying to show me in my dream.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now this is how I'm gonna have joy. Is when I
Wow.
wake up and I seen
Mm-hmm.
it, and I woke up
Mm-hmm.
smiling, and I was like, I seen her last night. She
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have anything going on that we can support and be a part of? Also, tell the people where they can follow you at on social media. I'm pretty sure if someone is going through this, they can reach out to you and you will be a helping hand to help them navigate this lost journey. So give us your information. Tell us what you got going on.
Okay, you guys, what I have going on, I have some things going on down the drain in 2025. I don't really want to speak on it,
We get down.
but
Mhm.
I am getting ready to reach out to support parents, not just
Mhm.
mothers, but fathers
Yeah,
that who has lost children.
love it.
So I
Love
want you
it.
guys to be on the lookout in
Mhm.
2025.
Yeah.
I have something that I'm getting ready to release.
Okay.
Can't
No,
spill it,
don't tell it. Don't
but
tell it.
I
Mhm.
want you guys to be on the lookout because I'm getting ready to release this, and it's in the name of Makara,
Okay.
you
Love it. Love it.
know, and we're gonna I got some other mothers that has lost children that we're
Mhm.
gonna click together
Okay.
and we're gonna do this,
Okay.
and y'all just want y'all to know, hey, I don't have all the answers.
Mhm.
I'm a still trying mother. I'm still
Yeah.
a mother that's still grieving.
Mhm.
You know, I'm a mother
Mhm.
that's still trying to find my way too, you
Yeah.
know. But God is showing me the way because that's who I'm
Yeah.
leaning on.
Yeah.
If you want to contact me, I don't mind throwing out my number because I know how to block people.
Yeah.
So my number, you know, I do know how to do that. But I don't mind, because I do have a couple people I talk to, you
Mhm.
know, that has lost children, and they
Mhm.
reach out to me through text message. They call me, and I
Yeah.
don't mind, you know.
Mhm.
But my number is Arica 615
Mhm.
308 2287. And those weary nights,
Mhm.
it comes at nighttime, you
Mm.
and you feel that you just can't get it together. You just feel that, text me
Mhm.
or just call me. Just text me. Don't call
Mhm.
me. Text me.
Mhm.
And I get it. And I got a word for you. I got a
Mhm.
word for you. You
Yeah.
know, um, and you can find me on Facebook, Arica. I think it's Arica Eggleston Fowler, or it might be Arica
Erica Fowler.
Fowler Eggleston. Either
Yeah.
either or, but it's Arica with an A. It's Arica
Mhm.
Fowler Eggleston.
Mhm.
Um, just look for me on there. I
Mhm.
don't do many lives like I used to
Mhm.
because I'm busy. I got a promotion. So
Yeah,
right
I
now
understand.
I'm busy
Work.
moving with
Mhm.
my boss. We're moving from Nashville to Murfreesboro. So I'm kind of busy right now,
Mhm.
trying to get stable. But
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here for any parent that
Mhm.
has lost a child
Yeah.
and you seem that you can't find your way. I'm
Mhm.
here for you. I'm
Right.
here.
Well, Erica, I knew you were going to do amazing. I need to cry too, girl. I need that cry. I like to cry.
Yes.
Honey, crying is releasing, honey. It releases
Yes.
pressure. You don't even know you got it built up in there. I'm like, oh, and I need that was us to cry too, and I need to.
I really make you cry, Brandy.
I need that cry. Your home is beautiful. I love you
Thank
for your
you.
decorations. I'm so proud of you. I'm just so happy. I want up again. Thank you so much
Yes.
for coming on. I will most definitely have you back. We need to most definitely dive into dealing with your children's on drugs.
On
Like
drugs. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm navigating. So yeah, most definitely.
Get back with me on that, cause
Yeah,
it's me. I mean I went through some things, and I'm
yeah,
still
yeah,
I still have one, you
yeah. Okay,
know, and
yeah,
so just and I don't mind, I'm an open book.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the only
It's
way we
life.
overcome our testimonies, honey. We don't share our true testimonies, then we can't help nobody else and everything like that. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
I'm an
all,
open
thank
book.
y'all so much, everybody on here. I see Bridget Brandon, I see look like a Shannon, a Erica,
Yes.
Yes, I see everybody on here, honey. I told you I got these glasses on, honey, from a distance, so I can't see everybody. But I gotta go walking with my sister house girl. She don't care how cold it is. She be like, Brandy,
Yeah.
put a hat and glove on, let's go.
Yep.
So,
Yes.
so that's why I'm like, and she don't know I'm losing weight. I said, now I'm walking with her, and these hips ain't going nowhere. My God,
Ain't
today.
going nowhere.
Nowhere, but staying right here, honey. So I'm gonna head on my walk. You log out and tell the people thank you so much. So thank you so much,
Thanks
Arica.
everybody for joining us. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Nene, thank you for joining us. My auntie joined us.
Hi, Auntie. Y'all make sure you like and share this video.
Please.
So, and it's going to be uploaded on YouTube in a couple of days also, so we can share from YouTube. But make
Yeah.
sure you like and send it, especially if you know someone that's going through this rough season right now.
Yeah.
Let them know they must tell Jesus.
Must tell
They
Jesus.
have to talk. I know some people believe in higher powers and believe it, but on here we believe in Jesus.
Jesus.
He is our mind. He is our strength. He gives us the activities of all our limbs. So
Yes.
we will tell you about Jesus. I can't tell
About
you about
Jesus.
our power, honey. I can tell you about Jesus.
What?
I'll tell you about Jesus.
About Jesus. I'm gonna tell you about Jesus.
Jesus. He's my strength, honey.
He's my power.
Yes, he is. Honey. We know
Tell you
about
about Jesus over here.
yeah. All right, Erica,
I see you.
you're back. All right, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed Erica. I told you I got my workout clothes. I'm finna go work out. Let me see who's up. Hey, Ariel, I have not seen you in a while. Hi, Denise and Shannon and Bridget. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the lab today. I hope she blessed you. I hope y'all got to cry like I did, because baby, I needed that cry. I don't know, it couldn't be that time. I needed to cry. So that was good. But I thank Erica so much. I cannot wait till next week. Next week is going to just be me. What I'm doing is I'm going through Amazon. I love their picture app that they have that I have to pay for every month. But I'm going through each month. I'm going to pick out a picture and just share what I learned from that situation over the whole year of 2024. So next week it's just going to be us. And I want to hear about your year in 2024, what you're leaving and what you want to take. And what I got to take in 2025 is Jesus. If I don't take anything else, I'm going to take Jesus. I thank you all the time for tuning in and being a support with your girl. I tell you, you could be anywhere else on a Saturday, but you are right here. Make sure you like and share. Make sure you go to YouTube and like the page. I'm now up to 500 followers. I'm so excited. Hi, cousin Sarah Clyde in Georgia. It's my cousin, y'all. It's my great cousin in Georgia, y'all. Thank you all so much. I gotta go meet Holly because she's gotta work, and she said we're going walking. So until next week, remember, I love you, but what's most important, God loves us. It's your girl BrandiJ. Thank you for joining the lab. I'm out. Peace.